Have you ever noticed how the moment you stop chasing someone, they suddenly can't get enough of you? It's almost like magic, right? But what if I told you it's not magic? It's psychology today. We're diving into the secret world of attraction and revealing why women often come back the moment you step away. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how your silence, your absence, and your confidence can trigger emotions she didn't even know she had. But here's the catch. This isn't just about getting her attention. It's about reclaiming your power and learning the ultimate truth about relationships. Trust me, you don't want to miss a single second of this. It might just change the way you see love and attraction forever. 1. She misses the power she had over you. When a woman feels in control of a relationship, it boosts her confidence. She enjoys setting the pace and knowing she has a significant influence over you. It's not necessarily malicious. It's about the sense of security that comes from having emotional control. However, when you cut her off completely with no contact, you disrupt this dynamic entirely. Suddenly she's left without the reassurance of your attention, and it creates a void she wasn't expecting. This absence forces her to confront an uncomfortable truth. She no longer has power over you. No contact makes her feel unsettled. You're no longer texting, calling, or chasing her, and that shift is something she can't easily ignore. At first, she might rationalize your silence, telling herself you'll come back eventually. But as time goes on and you remain silent, that belief starts to crumble. She begins to question if you've moved on or found someone else, and this fear of losing control often drives her to reestablish contact. Here's the key. When she does reach out, it's rarely about missing you as a person. More often, it's about reclaiming the control she lost. If you recognize this and maintain your boundaries, you shift the power dynamic permanently. You're no longer the one seeking validation. She is. This change can be a turning point in how you approach relationships. Moving forward. 2. You stop chasing and it drives her crazy. For many women, being pursued is affirming. It's not just about feeling attractive. It's about being the center of someone's world. When you consistently chase her, you provide her with a sense of importance and desirability. But when you suddenly stop chasing, it throws her off balance. She's no longer sure where she stands in your life, and that uncertainty can be deeply unsettling. Your decision to stop chasing sends a powerful message. You're not desperate and you value yourself enough to step away. This shift forces her to confront the possibility that she's not as indispensable as she thought. It creates a psychological vacuum where your attention used to be, and she begins to notice your absence more than she ever noticed your presence. Over time, this absence becomes impossible to ignore, and she may find herself drawn back to you, not because of love, but because of the challenge you now represent. Here's the catch. If she does reach out and you fall back into old patterns, the dynamic resets. She'll regain the upper hand and the cycle will repeat. The real power lies in maintaining your stance, showing her that your life doesn't revolve around her. This not only keeps her intrigued, but also strengthens your own sense of self-worth. 3. No contact makes her feel like she's losing control. Control in a relationship isn't always about manipulation. It's often about predictability. When she knows how you'll react, when you'll text or how much you care, it gives her a sense of stability. But no contact flips that stability on its head. By breaking the predictable pattern of communication, you introduce an element of uncertainty into her life. This lack of predictability can be frustrating and even intimidating. She might feel confident at first, telling herself she's fine without you. But as the days turn into weeks, the silence starts to gnaw at her. She'll wonder what you're doing, who you're with, and whether you've moved on. The lack of control she once had over your actions creates a sense of urgency that's hard to ignore. The key here is to maintain your boundaries. If she reaches out, don't immediately fall back into old habits. Respond calmly and confidently. But don't give her the same level of access to your life that she once had. By doing this, you not only keep her intrigued, but also demonstrate that you've grown and moved forward. For she can't handle being replaced. One of the biggest fears a woman experiences during no contact is the idea of being replaced. When you stop chasing her, it signals that you might be moving on, and this thought can create a sense of panic, even if she's convinced herself that she's over you. The idea of someone else taking her place in your life is hard to accept. This fear is rooted in the human need to feel irreplaceable. It's not necessarily about love. It's about pride and self-worth. The idea that you could find someone else, someone who values you in ways she didn't, forces her to reassess her feelings. This competitive instinct often drives her to re-enter your life, even if only to test the waters. When she reaches out, it's crucial not to let her regain control. Keep the interaction light and on your terms. Show her that you're happy and thriving without her. This not only reinforces your independence, but also shows her that you're not someone who can be easily replaced. Either. 5. Curiosity gets the best of her. Human nature is driven by curiosity, and this holds true in relationships. When you suddenly cut off contact, it creates a mystery around you that's hard to resist. She'll wonder what's going on in your life and why you've stopped reaching out. This curiosity can quickly evolve into a strong desire to know whether you're happier without her or if you've moved on. The longer you stay silent, the more her imagination fills in the gaps. She might stalk your social media, ask mutual friends about you, or even reach out directly just to satisfy her curiosity. This is especially true if you've made positive changes in your life, like improving your career, fitness, or social circle, because these changes make you seem even more intriguing. When curiosity drives her back, it's important to remain composed. Don't immediately divulge everything about your life. Instead, maintain a sense of mystery and show her that your life is full and exciting without her. This not only keeps her interested, but also reinforces that you're focused on your growth and happiness. 6. She realizes your value in retrospect. Sometimes people don't appreciate what they have until it's gone. When you step away with no contact, it gives her the time and space to reflect on the relationship. She might start to remember the good times and the ways you added value to her life. This realization can hit her hard, especially if she's not finding the same level of connection or support elsewhere. This retrospective appreciation often grows stronger if you've been working on yourself during the no-contact period. If she sees that you've leveled up in life, whether it's through personal growth, career achievements, or newfound confidence, it can make her feel like she missed out on someone truly special. When she reaches out because of this newfound appreciation, it's essential to evaluate whether her intentions are genuine. Is she coming back because she truly values you? Or is she just reacting to her own insecurities? By taking the time to assess her motives, you can make a decision that's best for your emotional well-being. Devon, the grass wasn't greener on the other side. After the initial breakup, she might have felt confident exploring other options, thinking she could find someone better. This happens often when people believe the grass is greener on the other side. However, reality often proves otherwise. Relationships aren't easy, and sometimes the excitement of something new fades quickly. When faced with challenges, if she dated someone else during the no-contact period, she may start comparing them to you. Perhaps you were more supportive, understanding, or aligned with her goals. As the flaws of her new situation come to light, she starts to see the value you brought into her life. This realization can stir feelings of regret and lead her to reach out. When she does, you need to be cautious. Is she reaching out because she truly wants to rekindle things with you? Or is it merely an escape from her current dissatisfaction? Always weigh her actions and intentions before deciding whether to open that door again. She feels the weight of loneliness. Loneliness is a powerful emotion that often strikes after the initial excitement of independence wears off. While she might have enjoyed her freedom at first, the absence of emotional connection can start to weigh on her. Relationships provide companionship, support, and intimacy, things she may have taken for granted during your time together. When you go no contact, you remove those emotional pillars from her life. If she hasn't been able to fill that void with someone else, She may start to long for the comfort and familiarity you provided. This feeling often compels her to reach out, driven not just by missing you, but by a desire to escape her loneliness. It's important to recognize that loneliness alone isn't a strong foundation for rekindling a relationship. If she comes back, make sure her reasons go beyond simply wanting companionship. A meaningful relationship requires mutual effort, respect, and a genuine desire to build something. Lasting relationships can be complex, and understanding why someone returns after no contact is a step toward emotional clarity. Whether it's about reclaiming control, recognizing your value, or filling an emotional void, her reasons are often tied to her own experiences and insecurities. However, the power lies with you. No contact isn't about waiting for her to come back. It's about rediscovering yourself, growing stronger, and finding happiness on your own terms. If she does return, see it as an opportunity to evaluate what's truly best for you. Remember, you're not the same person she left behind. You've grown, and you deserve a relationship that reflects that growth. Stay confident, stay focused, and most importantly, always put yourself first. The journey to self-respect and happiness is the greatest reward, no matter what happens next.